And hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online on the PC. I'm your host, nicodemoscain. We are back, and we are back live. I know the last two episodes I was trying something different, and I didn't really like doing that, but that does not mean that I may not do that again, because I have been playing this. I've been playing this a lot, off camera. Actually, I spent about 3 hours in the dunes last night, and I am now level 22. I feel pretty good. I mean, it's amazing that once you get to that point where you really start figuring out how the game works and how to battle and how to get through a certain thing. It's like, oh wow, okay, this is the way I remember playing a game. And we're going to get back to those quests. We are. I know that we have been doing the rank quests, or the rank missions, and we're going to keep doing the rank missions, because we're going to try to boost my rank. I got to get my rank up there. So we're going to do those rank missions for now, and then we will come back and do the quests. Like I said before, though, as we fight more and as we do more, we're going to wind up getting all of the items together that we need to be able to turn into a lot of these other quests. So that's what I'm kind of thinking right now, is that we need to do that. So of course I kind of pointed this out in one of the older episodes, that this goblin gives you a new thing every day, and every day that you log in, you get a 10 tally. So it's like, I didn't know that this was here. We could have been doing this whole time, getting this stuff, and I didn't even know. But I have just been doing the Alduin tally, which is free, and I usually get my my one item, and then I'm going to save up to get the special items. Whatever the hell the special items may be. So a leaf orb stone +1. But see, I've got 2 more days until I get to 50, and that's what I've been doing. I'm not worried about these two, because I don't know what the hell these are. But the special one, I got that level 88 ring. That was awesome. So what is this thing that I just got? But I didn't even know. All this time he was here, and I didn't even know that he was here. Leaf orb stone +1, cold to the touch. The stone reflects light off its frond-colored surface equally in all directions due to its perfectly rounded edges. Okay. Well, again, I think it's probably something that... wait a minute. That was probably something that we have to worry about, like, way later into the game. So, of course, we're still on this fetishism, which was getting all these fetish pieces. It just says hunt, but it doesn't say who to turn it into. I think we got to turn it back into Sid. So we'll go there. Yeah, it's very weird, because I haven't recorded the voiceover for the other 2 episodes yet. I just recorded the 2 episodes, and in my mind, as I was playing them, I was like, this is how I'm going to talk, this is what I'm going to do. So it's kind of like coming back into it and actually talking about all this. It's really weird. But I have finally gotten that other laptop to cooperate with me. The one that I was playing on before, it's gonna go before I get there. It's gonna go, son of a bitch. The one that I was playing on before, that every now and then we would have a slowdown problem. Little graphical glitches and stuff like that. I decided to clean it up. I went through the whole thing. Instead of just doing a complete reboot, I went through program by program by program. Whoever had it before us put a lot of bullshit on it. And it was just crap. It was absolute crap. And I was like, man, it's all this stuff running in the background. I don't even need half this stuff. So it has now become a pure, dedicated Final Fantasy XI computer. That's all it's going to do. It's going to do this, and it might run... if I can get it to run maybe an arcade emulator or something, so we can do arcade Saturdays. I might do that too. I'm sorry, kid, I'm a little busy right now. Come back later here. Oh, then who the hell am I supposed to turn these into? Rybot, am I supposed to turn to you? Oh, my badge flashed brightly. Chief Sid has nothing to say about that nation. But who am I supposed to turn these into? Who? Oh, no, God, no. Duh, what am I doing? What am I thinking? It doesn't work that way. Because you have to actually physically trade these items to a person. Now, of course, what you didn't see in the last episode was me actually going through and fighting the Quadobs. And it didn't really take long. It's like once I found out that you were only supposed to kill a certain Quadob, they all came together really quick. It was like bam, 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 and I was done. It's like I killed 4, I got 4, that was it. I got the hell out of there, and I was good. Nothing? Bullshit. What am I supposed to do with these? Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm going to have to look it up. This is basically how I had to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do to begin with, is I had to get online, and I had to look it up. Ain't that a bitch. Who do I turn these into? To a Bastock gate guard. Fuck. Alright. For fuck's sakes, man. No, right here. There we go. God. It'd probably be easier if I just went up to a crystal instead of trying to go down to a crystal. I hate those elevators. There should be a crystal right here. Isn't there a crystal right here? Also, I've been trying to do, the reason that we're doing the ranks is because I'm trying to get these damn trusts. And I know I'm probably going to wind up saying that twice now. Travel to another home point? Yes, because we need to go to, let's just go to the markets, because there's one right beside that dude. Yes, right there. But, I found out that Ayame, you can't get until you're rank number 3, and I'm like, oh god. And then you can't get, what's his name, Volker? You can't get Volker until you're rank 6, and then you can't get Iron Eater until until you get the other 2. So there's 4 in Bastock that you can't even get until you get a certain rank. It's like, so, here, we'll try this. It says it traded off to just one of the guards. 2, 3, 4. There, finally. Holy crap. Good, you've brought all 4 parts of the doll. I'm raising your rank to 2 for completing this mission. Congratulations! If you've been to the Paulboro Mines, you must know how the serious nature of the threat of these beastmen pose to... How the serious nature of the threat these beastmen pose to our civilization. Oh my god. As a Bastalker, you are expected to take on more missions and go on conquest to preserve Bastock's brilliant future. But I cannot give you a new mission at this time. You need to collect rank points before taking on new missions. You can receive rank points by participating in conquests and donating the crystals you acquire to guards, or by undertaking missions you've previously completed. Undertaking missions you previously completed? Ask the High Guard near the gatehouse if you wish to hear more about conquests. And now I'm rank 2. Oh, Dalzak. Ballsack. We have completed our mission as well. Oh, if it isn't a Dalzak, I see that you've made it home safely. Did anything strange happen in the mines district while I was away? I have a bad feeling about that place. It's nothing official, but I did hear from a guard there that's... Mr. Dalzak, where he has what, Will? Seems as if Wary has left on his journey of rebirth. Okay. I see, we all knew this day would eventually come, or would come eventually, but the Galka in the Mines District will still be sorrowful. Okay. What shall we do, Mr. Dalzak? Keep calm, Will. You cannot live your life always depending on others. However, we are all worried. I will make preparations to set out again and investigate Wary's disappearance. We're going to call it Wary's. You don't like it? Too bad. Obtained 1,000 gil, which is not bad because I think I'm broke again. I bought this damn sword and I am broke as hell. Where's my, where's it in my items? No. Where's my... It's in my equipment. 2,000 gil. Yeah, I bought this Kaiser sword. Psh, now I'm broke. So, I can't take on another, yeah, fetishism. I don't want to go back into fetishism, man. What's my, rank 2, but I have to increase... So they say I have to turn in crystals to be able to get my rank 2 increase. Let's go turn in some damn crystals. Shit, I got all these crystals that I'm sitting on that I think I could probably wind up pushing them all in, but I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get to rank 3. Once we get to rank 3, then we can get a Yame. And the only reason that I'm trying to get these other trusts is because I want to start really going forward with the leveling, you know, because going out there, Naji's okay as a tank. He's just not the best. He's just constantly getting killed, and I'm usually the one that is having a tank towards the end, unless I'm taking on guys that are, you know... I mean, we can take on toughs pretty well, but if it's like an incredibly tough, man, it's just he's getting owned. And it's getting hard for me to be able to keep up. It's kind of why I bought myself the new top. Actually, I didn't buy myself a new top. We found it in a treasure chest. But the reason that I changed out that one Chocobo shirt was because I'd rather have the defense than have the accessories. I think it was a plus 50 to all accessories, or I don't know what the hell it was. So I got a lot of crystals. Man. Should we just trade everything in? Because I'm not really crafting right now. I will be sooner or later. But right now I'm not, and you wind up getting crystals like crazy. It's just all the time you wind up getting crystals like crazy. Didn't used to be that way. Yeah, I seem to remember that back in the day, crystals were a lot harder to come by. Crystals were about as hard to come by as experience points. So they've increased that as well. And I also think that, I think this hat gives you like a plus something percentage crystal drop. I don't know what it is. But yeah, crystals used to be a lot harder to come by. And so I'm okay with giving all these crystals away. I'm not really worried about it so much. But like I said, whenever it comes down to crafting, which I will do, you know, we are going to have to worry about conserving crystals. And I'm probably going to be dying, begging for all the crystals that I just give away. Just be like, no, just give me all my crystals back. Alright, so do we have to trade these crystals to this guy? Let's trade the small stacks first, and let's see what happens. Yeah, let's trade the small stacks first and see what happens. Your rank points are full. We've added the excess to your conquest points. You do not need to donate any more crystals. Go to the gatehouse for further instructions. Wow, just that little tiny bit was enough to... Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. Holy crap. Okay. Well, then. There we go. Give me another mission, motherfucker. Wow. Mission currently available are as follows. Well, fetishism is back, but the crystal line. Alright. Have you heard of a strange structure called the Crag of Dim? Yes, I have. It is on the Kronstadt Highlands, north of the Gustaberg Mountains. They say that crystals are drained of their power if you take them to a certain section of that structure. Chief Sid is currently investigating... sorry, I was looking at this guy above me. He got a dimensional ring from Dim. I wonder how that works. Chief Sid is currently investigating this strange phenomenon and is asking for someone to bring back a faded crystal. Go see him for a more detailed explanation of your objectives. You want a crystal to use for this experiment? Are you not an adventurer? It should be easy for you to procure one. Will you accept the mission? Yes, I have tons of crystals. Okay. Do I just have to keep one crystal? I got tons of crystals. I don't want to, like, have all my crystals just die on me. Just one would be fine. Let's go talk to Sid first, and then we'll do that. But yes, the Kronstadt Highlands. I have been saving not showing the Highlands and not showing the dunes because I said I wanted to walk with you guys into the dunes and into the Highlands so that we could relive that nostalgia together. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you know, because I've been in there for a while now. You know, because like I said, I spent 4 hours in the dunes yesterday, and I haven't really been through the Highlands in a pretty long time. It's actually because you can warp from Bastock to there's that little city out there in the dunes. So that's what I've been doing. I just warp back and forth, and you know, death warp back to here. They call it blood warping. That's what they used to call it. I was not supposed to come to the Moogle. I was supposed to go to Sid. But let's go ahead and put all this stuff back. I didn't even give him like the full stacks either. I only gave him like the small stacks, and it still filled it up. So I am so glad I did not give him all the big stacks. Alright, now if we need a crystal, we can come back. But we gotta go talk to Sid. Yeah, crystals used to be so hard to come by. I don't mean like they were like really, really hard to come by, but they used to be fairly hard to come by. We used to have to buy them in bulk from the auction house, and they were fairly cheap from the auction house, if I remember right. Back then, they were fairly cheap. It's amazing how the price values of everything have changed so much. Like everything is so expensive. And I've tried to do the old lowball offer on some of the auction house stuff, because you know even though it says whatever it's sold, you know what the price history of whatever it was whatever it sold for. You can go in there and still lowball the shit out of it. Like I know guys, every now and then somebody will put something on the auction. Well, it used to be somebody might put something on the auction house that they really, really did not want, and they'd put it there for like at 1 gil. And sometimes you could go on there and just put 1 gil in, and lo and behold, you'd get a thing. And that was only because somebody was just trying to clear out their inventory. We used to do it all the time. You've been assigned to investigate the faded crystals? There are many strange phenomena associated with that place, as you've heard. I've scanned that area, and I found there is a strong crystal resonance on a straight line between that structure and Judo. For now, I'm calling it the Crystal Line. Never mind. You're getting that blank expression on your face again. I'll skip the details. There are 3 places near the structure where you can get faded crystals. They're shining, raised platforms called telepoints. Place a crystal on a telepoint, and the crystal will be drained of its power. Do that and bring back the faded crystal to me. Oh, one more thing. To put the crystal on a telepoint, use trade. Alright. Well, this is where we're going to have some fun. This is, unfortunately, it's also going to be a little bit boring because we're going to have to run all the way out there. But, I don't care. We're gonna actually run all the way out to the Highlands. This could be nice. And take a little drink there. So let me tell you something about this. It's a mixed berry Kool-Aid. It's blue. It's horrible. It's just so bad. Oh man. Because we buy Kool-Aid all the time, and we just do random whatever's we kind of mix the packets up, and whatever packet is next, that's what we make. And this stuff, this was next in line, and I was like, okay, well, mixed berry Kool-Aid. And I started mixing it up. It came out of the packet blue, and the water just kept getting more and more blue. And I'm thinking, oh my god, this shit is blue. And then I tried the first cup, and I was like, ugh. So I was like, well, maybe you just need to let it sit for a while, because sometimes Kool-Aid gets better as you let it sit. But no, I didn't get any better. It's gotten a little bit more sugary, which takes away some of the really horrible taste on it. But still, it's a different kind of thing, man. I'm sure kids would love it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. So no, we're just taking one. we're just taking one fire crystal. That's all he wanted. He wanted one fucking fire crystal, so that's what we're doing. Let me make sure. Let me look at the missions again. But this will probably take 2 episodes for us to run all the way out here, because it is a long way out there. And I'm not going to warp out to the dunes just to run to the Highlands. We're going to actually run through. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, missions. Find a section of thing. Bring a faded crystal back, so it's only just one crystal. Alright. But, of course, we have to go to North Goosteberg, but we cannot go to North Goosteberg through the, what is it? The Harbor District. The fucking, whatever's north of us. I think it's the Harbor District. We can't go through that way. We have to go this way, and we have to go around. That's why getting out to the dunes is such a pain in the ass, because you have to make this long roundabout trip to be able to get up to the dunes. That's why most guys, back in the day, what you would do is when you would get to the dunes, you would try to make your way through, all the way through into the village that's in the very far end of the dunes, and it was a trip. It was a trip and a half trying to get out there. But you would try to get out there, that way you could set your home point out there, and hopefully you wouldn't die, because everything back in the day used to aggro you a lot more than it does now. I was even saying that yesterday, was that you could just barely graze by a goblin back whenever I was playing. You could barely, even if you were so far out of its eyesight that you wouldn't think he would aggro you, he would still aggro you back then. Now you can almost get right on top of them, and they won't even touch you. But back then, it was like they could see you from a mile away, and they would fucking come at you like crazy. So, I was even saying while I was playing yesterday, I was like, man, they've changed it so much to where you don't get hurt nearly as much as you used to, or it doesn't feel like you get hurt as much as you used to. But trying to make it out to the dunes, and then trying to make it through the dunes to set your home point, oh man, that was a nightmare. But I was sitting there also thinking too, I was like, it took me 4 hours to get 4 levels. It was a beautiful thing. I was thinking too, I said, man, back in the day, you were lucky. You were damn lucky if you had a good enough party that you could spend 4 hours and get 4. I'm looking for Lizzie. I always look for Lizzie whenever we come out here. If you could spend 4 hours and get 4 levels, and you would have to be super lucky. You would have to have not only would you have to have a decent party, but you would have to be one of like the few parties that were out there that could constantly pull mobs all the time. One after another after another. But I was like, yeah, I mean, it's equivalent. I don't think The one time that we ever had somebody that was power leveling us, which was, we had a white mage that was just constantly curing us as we were killing things. We jumped, I think it was like, we jumped 3 levels within an hour and a half. It was beautiful. I mean, it was the best thing that we ever got. But, yeah, to get 4 levels in the 3 hours that I got yesterday, 3-4 hours, whatever it was that I got yesterday, man, that was amazing. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was one of those moments where I was looking at it, I was like, God, I've figured out the formula of how to play this game again. Even though I haven't, because I was a white mage back then. I wasn't a red mage. I wasn't any fighting class. I was a healing class. All I had to do was just sit back and just hit F1 and F2 and F3, hit my macros on the keyboard just to keep people healed. That's all I had to do. Alright, so what time are we looking at here? I did take a little bit longer to set up, so I think my time is about 3 to 4 minutes off. So I might run all the way up to the bridge, because there's a bridge up here. I might run all the way up to the bridge and then stop. And then we might pick it up from there. But this journey, especially if you screwed up and didn't set your home point in the dunes, and you could not get a raise to save your life, this run was the worst run in the world to have to do over and over again, because it's so long, and they make you earn it too. I mean, they absolutely make you earn the ability to go out to the dunes to fights. But this is what you did. Back then, this was what you did. This was like a rite of passage, is to have to make this run. No matter how long it took, this was your rite of passage to be able to say, I made it to the dunes. And whenever we made it to the dunes, you felt like $1 million. You really did. And even whenever I was, the first time I did this run about a month ago, it just, the memories, of having to make this run, and once I actually hit the Highlands, I was like, oh God, I'm here. It's a beautiful thing. It absolutely is. I just remember this so much of constantly having to run. And then because I was a white mage, whenever I finally was able to get teleport, we didn't have to worry about running anymore. It was the best. It was the absolute best. I think, what was it, was it 30 or level 40 that you had to be a white mage that could teleport? I think it was 40. Man, I was a high level white mage. I really was. Of course, there's the waterfall. That up there is North Goosteberg on the other side. That comes out of the top of the Bastock, the harbor, whatever the hell you want to call it. Port Bastock, there you go. And then this is the bridge. There's a cutscene that takes place on this bridge that I think I already said that, but I don't know. This used to be a meeting point for a lot of the guys in my link shell. We all used to meet here so that we could all run up through the Highlands. I don't know why. It was like a fishing point. You could fish here too. Anyways, I'm going to stop here. It's a nice place. I like this waterfall. I've always liked this map for the waterfall itself. But I'm going to stop it here. We're going to pick it up from this point next time. So thank you guys very much for coming around and watching. This has been Final Fantasy XI on the PC. I've been your host, Nicodemoscain. As always, I say like, comment, and subscribe, or don't. It doesn't matter anyways. But I still thank you guys for watching either way. And we're going to continue this boring-ass run all the way out to the Highlands in the next episode. And we'll get out there. We'll figure it out. Hopefully I can attune or whatever it is to the crystal that's out there at the crag, and so I can just warp out there as well, because I'm going to have to start going to the what is it, the Zerun mines? Is that what it is? Some kind of mines. There's some kind of mines out there that it's a good leveling spot now. That's what they said. So I'm definitely going to want to go out there. Anyways, until next time, I wish you all well in all your future endeavors. and I hope that the will lasts for you. God bless. Take care. Save often, and keep on running. This is the Forrest Gump run. That's what this is. God. All right, guys. I shall catch you next time. Later.